Hi, this is Ed Troxel. In today's tutorial, we're going to look at replacing media. Typically, the way you would do that would be to go to the media pool and then right-click on it and choose Replace With, and then you could pick the new media and it would replace everywhere on the timeline that media is used. However, suppose you don't want to go searching for it through the media pool and you know which event it is on the timeline, so you just want to select that event and then change the media, both there and everywhere else on the timeline. Let's see how we can do that with a script. The first thing I wanted to do was see if there was something selected on the timeline. So I went to For Each, My Track, in myvegas.project.tracks, for each track event in my track.events, if event.selected. So if there is something that's selected, then we're going to do all of this. Otherwise, we're going to fall through and say no events were selected. So if an event was selected, then I want to open a file dialog and get the result. Here's some changes you're going to need to make to this code. First of all, this base path here, you need to set this to some place on your hard drive that makes sense to where your media is typically located. This kind of makes sense for this tutorial, so that's where I put it on my hard drive. Then we're going to create an open file dialog, which I called OFD. It's a new open file dialog. Then I set the initial directory to my base path that I put up here. Then you want to create a filter. Now this filter, you need to put what you want in there. So here I just said media files, and I just listed some image formats, some video formats, some audio formats, but you need to adjust this to be the formats that you want listed. So just list the formats here in the parentheses, all of the formats you want, and then list them again in the same order after this line. Then I went ahead and added an all files option. So that's what you need to do in order to list the file types you want to see, or just choose all files and be done with it. Then I want multi-select equal to false, because I only want them to select one file to replace the media we're going to select. And then I set a title on there that says select the media file to replace the media of the selected event. Then we're going to show the dialog and get the result and put that in DR. If DR is not OK, if they did not press OK, then we're going to come back and say no file was selected, and then we're going to jump out. If the file was selected, then I'm going to get the file name from ofd.filename, and I put that in the string variable file. Next, I want to get the media for the media that is selected. So the media, my media, equals event.activeTake.media. Next, I need to create a new media from that new media file. So media.newMedia equals new media from that file. Now, if my new media is valid, I threw that in there just in case they pick some weird file that, like a text file or something. And so if it is a valid media, then I'm going to do my media.replace with new media. And that is going to put it everywhere on the timeline. And then I threw this return in there so that we will not get this message if it was properly replaced. So let's see how it works. Here I have a timeline. You can see I've got pizza intro, pizza close, pizza intro, adventure close. Let's say that I wanted the two pizza intros to become adventure opening. So I have the second one here selected. We run the script, and then it opens up a dialog asking me what file do I want to use. So in this particular case, I want to use adventure intro, and I run it here, and now this one and this one are both adventure intro. And you can see they're actually a little bit shorter, so the length, you can see the little notch here. So everywhere on the timeline that was pizza intro is now adventure intro. By doing this with a script, we can easily replace the media with other media and replace it everywhere on the timeline, but we don't have to go through the media pool in order to search and find it. So I hope you find this tutorial useful. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next tutorial.
Please sign up at www.jettv.com and subscribe on YouTube to get further notifications on when new videos are presented.